Oh shit! I forgot. Where's my Jaeger?
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister. Hi, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, we're watching bad movies and getting under the influence on Mother's Day.
All right, yo.
Your
So,
standard Mother's Day tradition.
hello. Cosmic Sunday. This is
Oh,
Sticky.
wait. I
Howdy.
probably poured a little
This
too
is
much.
this is my other friend Luna.
Okay, I'll just pour a little bit more.
And today, well, I was doing some research. I heard some human teens told me that this is the best movie ever made. So I decided, I was like, all right, let's watch it. You know, why not? So you'll hit the play button at the
Oh,
when I
I'm hitting
tell you.
play?
I'll tell you
Okay.
when. I'll tell you when.
I'm ready. Locked and loaded.
Lock and load. Lock and load.
Get to
In
the chopper.
3, 2, 1, go. Perfect.
Oh, is this really Max?
There we go.
There we go. Now we're cooking. You didn't
Now
even
you're
like
working with
say
portals.
what this movie is or
Oh
what's it
yeah.
about.
Some teens just told me what it was, that it was the best movie ever.
It's called Plan 9 from Outer Space. Wait, is this like... Wait...
Cosmic, are you sure they were teens?
Greetings, my friend. We are
This
all
looks a
interested
little
in
on the older
future, for
side.
that is where you and I are going
I
to
swear to
spend
God,
the
this is
rest
like
of
the
our
same
lives.
thing from
And
the
remember,
Destroy
my
All
friend,
Humans intro.
Future events such as these will affect you in the future.
In the future.
You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first
Oh shit!
time, we are
Yeah, I
bringing
definitely
to
poured a
you
little too much
the full story
Jaeger.
of what happened
This is gonna be
on
fun.
that fateful day. We are giving you all the evidence, based only on the secret testimony of the miserable souls who survived
Whatever
this
happened to
terrifying
people with
ordeal.
hair like that
The
in the
incidents,
swirls?
the places. My
They
friend, we
became
cannot
the
keep this a
anchors
secret any
from the
longer.
Hunger
And,
Games.
Let us punish the
and which
guilty.
is the
Let us
better
reward the
question
innocent.
to ask? Why
My
did people
friend,
stop doing that?
Can
Or
your
why did
heart
people
stand
start
the
doing that?
shocking facts about grave robbers
I think they
from
got
outer
bullied too.
space?
Oh
Oh.
shit!
Whoa.
I can imagine all the young adult couples watching in their in their old broken down secondhand Chevys, just lunging out of their seats before they experience coitus.
Nothing like this movie right before coitus. Bless you.
Bela Lugosi. That's
I
totally
don't know any of these names.
Bela Lugosi is
Kirk
the only
Kerr-
one I know.
Tom Bartholomew, Tony Portuguese,
Portuguese. Pathé Laboratory.
Harry Reef, set dresser.
For once, you pick something that doesn't make me feel old.
Just put anything.
God.
Okay. Just put anything on that happened in the last 20 years. Your tongue is sticking out of your neck.
Me?
Yes.
What about now?
Still, it's like baked in. You gotta get rid of the tongue or something. Why is your tongue not moving with your head?
What do you mean tongue? That's just his tumor.
Those left behind.
Oh, no, that's his Adam's apple.
More of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning. Just at sundown, a small group gathered in silent prayer around the newly opened grave of the beloved wife
Of an elderly man.
So I went to
Sundown of the
Washington
day.
D.C. one time,
also
and
the
I've never
sundown
seen so
of
many
old man
taxis
Ark.
and people in suits
For the shadows of
in
grief
one place.
clouded his very reason.
So with the time frame that this movie was made in, it's like it feels like everybody, man, women, and children, were
funeral
wearing
over,
suits
The sad
for
truth
everything at
left the
everything.
graveside.
Dude, right?
Hey, don't you know business was booming back then? You had to wear a suit.
What, in the 50s?
I mean, it was booming in one way.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hey.
It was when the gravediggers started their task that strange things began to take place.
Oh shit.
15 to 4.
Is this when things start escalating?
Right on schedule.
What does it look
Right there,
like
San
a
Fernando
cabaret
Valley,
dancer is
up
gonna
and
come out from there?
You better radio in for landing instructions, Danny.
You just want to watch Airplane.
Jeff.
I
That
do.
song is still throwing me off.
Over. Wouldn't surprise me if
You
he
could
was
just.
this time.
Stop making fun of my species.
You got me
It's
that
okay, I
one
make
back.
fun of all
American Flight
species
812,
equally.
Whoa!
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812.
This is like historical footage, apparently.
American Flight 812. Over.
Does anybody answer that? Is anybody gonna answer that damn phone?
812. Are you in trouble?
Oh, there's your dancer.
Did somebody say mackerel?
Take a look for
No,
yourself.
we're only having chicken.
Why are they why the saucer was swaying a little
Nothing from
bit?
this world.
Burbank
What?
Tower to American Flight 812.
Looked like they were drunk.
Are you in trouble?
Let's see.
Mayday, mayday.
This was
Stand
being held up by
Burbank
string,
Tower.
dude.
Suppose a passenger saw it?
I know it's being held by a
By
string.
space
knowing
string.
Cosmic's race.
Good.
CGI string.
Quiet until we get instructions.
By the
CGI.
string. By the
American
string
Flight
theory.
812, reporting to Burbank Tower. Over.
So he's flying straight there.
What the?
Why would I go to this? Oh, the cemetery.
Why? What the?
Oh, it's
was that a
just a
fart?
bee.
Sounded like a fart to me.
Did you hear anything?
I thought it did. Don't like hearing noises.
It's
supposed
sort
to
of
be in.
spooky like.
Yeah, sort of spooky like. Maybe we're getting old.
That voice does
Gone,
not fit
gone
the
now.
It
physique.
did not at all.
Was the audio recorded in post like an Italian Western?
You know, it might not be far off. What is that stance? What is that stance?
What is- hit him with. What? That's
so
that.
confused.
Like puff the shoulders out, get that collarbone showing. This guy looks like a mortician or a
Of his
priest.
wife's death became greater and
I mean,
greater.
could be
Yes, he has some drip.
Praise the holy, bury the dead.
The home they had so long shared
The
together,
home they had they shared
became a tomb.
together.
a sweet memory of her joyous living.
This guy sounds like
The
he's on
sky to which
Quaaludes.
she had once looked
Dude.
was now only a covering for her dead body. The ever beautiful flowers
Really?
she had planted
I didn't
with
even
her
know
own
women
hand.
could do that.
became nothing
He's so
more than the
disappointed.
He's so broken.
Those were my flowers to plant.
Confused by his great loss, the old man
He
left
hates the
that
flowers so much he just
never
ups and
to
leaves
return
home.
again.
He's so upset that a woman planted those flowers.
What the fuck?
At the
What
funeral
the
of the
fuck?
old
Wait.
man,
Here?
his dead wife was watching.
First his wife, then he.
That is a small
Tell
building
me something.
to
Why was his wife
To be having a
buried in the
party.
ground and he sealed in a
or
crypt?
something.
Something to do with
They-
family tradition, a superstition.
Were they
or
traveling
I
to
mean,
like
clowns
sewer?
can do it. I
Well,
don't
it's
see
getting
why
dark.
not.
Let's be in our way.
Oh, you gotta love that miniature cemetery set.
Dude, right? I was.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place,
I'm so confused.
What did she scream?
I don't
Cause
know.
the dead bodies of the
Yeah.
grave diggers.
Oh yeah, but like I don't know what she screamed. I thought she screamed, "Oh, ghost!"
They showed their bodies on the screen, dude.
I see, but like, what? I want to see what she screamed.
Look at all that dust kicking up back.
Dude, there's like shots of like city and then town. Like, are we in a
What was the-
rural
what
area or
was-
the city?
What was that tilting of the tripod?
minutes later, the police, led by Inspector Daniel Clay, arrived at the scene.
Medical examiner on it.
Medical examiner been around yet?
Just left. The morgue wagon ought to be along most any time.
Let's give it to you.
Yeah.
Let's go give it to you.
Pretty scared.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone.
He looks like he's on his way to
Have
fucking having one of those
boys
holes in his
take
fucking
the
throat
guy
from
and the girl
smoking
back
too
to
much.
town.
Right?
Bridge horse.
Okay, Inspector. What are you going
He
to
looks
do?
like he's taking a break from some mafia stuff
out
to
Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
big
I'll
boy.
get one of the flashlight from the patrol.
Speak
I
for
mean,
yourself.
definitely a big boy.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
He's probably back on his way to visit Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Oh, he's just gonna go in solo. See, this is the kind of commitment we need from the modern day police force. Get the bigwigs looking. Get their hands dirty.
But like, why is he alone when like everybody else was doing nothing?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, this
They
was
gotta be there to
unnecessary.
report the crime?
Why the hell is there so much smoke?
It's a cemetery. It's supposed to be spooky.
He keeps getting thicker and thicker too.
And then it's suddenly not. I don't know.
Like a bobcat torn.
Oh my god, that reminds me, like Night of the Living Dead, because that's in public domain. We could watch that.
Oh, that'd be another good one.
I mean, that's like the de facto movie. That's like one of the big league, like the biggest public domain movie.
That's the fifth siren in the last hour.
No fucking way, I know that actor.
Police cars and lights. I stopped,
No, you
but I
don't.
see anything. Oh well, whatever it is, the morning people carry the whole story.
No fucking way, I know that actress.
Maybe I am.
I don't think I've ever seen you in this movie.
That's dumb.
I guess it's because I've never been in this movie.
Oh,
No
no, never
fucking
mind. I
way
thought
I
it
know
was
that
somebody else.
chair.
This is,
I think I've been there.
I know that cup of tea.
What happened?
I know
It's
that
for gotcha.
hibiscus. How did she not drop that?
I saw a flying
She put that there very carelessly.
Saucer. You
No,
mean
she
the kind
didn't.
from up there?
Yeah,
You're so
it's
quick to
kind of hard.
judge.
It was shaped like a huge cigar. Dan and Edith saw it too. When it passed over the whole compartment.
I mean,
Well,
there's
yeah.
already
well,
aliens
of
in this.
course.
There's already
And
aliens in this movie.
practically
I wouldn't be
knocked us off
surprised
the
if
board.
she has telepathic powers.
Yeah. Radio
That
in immediately.
he had a lot of pleasure in reporting that. She was like, "Did you report?" He was like, "Yeah."
Big army
Yeah.
program.
What
Yeah.
a shit out
About
of
the
it.
whole thing. It burns me up. These things have been
They
seen
said
for
they give me a
years.
coupon at the
Fact.
Donuts Jack, half off
Oh.
glazed,
Must be something
Yeah.
weekends only.
about it.
Only there isn't.
Dude, look at
All
that
the
butt
pussy used to
chin.
making a fuss.
Yeah.
But last night
I imagine
saw
this dude's
one
probably
object
jacked underneath that
possibly
shirt.
from this
Oh
Whoa.
shit!
Can't say a word. A Muslim muzzle by Army Brad.
Why?
What happened to
can't
the
even finish all the thing.
cup tea? Just yeet the body! Just yeet the body! They went 1, 2, 3! Like a children's playground.
It must have been so much fun, like filming that in the 50s, just because like it had never been done before.
No, it was fun because what else did they have to do?
I mean, I
Right.
bet it was fun the first a couple times.
I'd be like, I'm going the opposite
That was a
way.
badass shot with the shadows. Who closed the door? Who's reopening it? It's Dracula!
Don't go in there, it smells really bad.
We call
Wait,
that the
20 minutes
Catholic
before
reliever
entering.
station.
The reliever station.
He is not handling that gun well. Just has it limp on his waist.
How big is this cemetery?
Whoa. What?
You get
Why?
You get
Why? There was no initial like reason to fucking start firing. I guess that's realistic with some cops nowadays.
Sounds like Kay's in trouble.
So all three of them are dead.
So don't trust women with really narrow.
But that apparition
Hips.
saw had something to do with it. Come on.
In
Yeah,
my
just wait
opinion,
until Elvira comes along.
in my opinion, I think it's just self-defense at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe she was asking for help.
It was
Then she-
lit. They basically jumped him. They basically jumped him.
Well, he had a gun, so
Yeah, but they basically jumped him. They lured him in and then they jumped him.
Yeah. He's messed up as bad as
Why?
those two back there.
And this man's giving himself a neck
Suppose
scratch
that
with
saucer or
the
whatever
barrel
it
of his
was had
gun.
Something to do with this? Your guess as good as mine, Larry. One thing sure. Inspector Clay's dead. Murdered. And somebody's responsible.
why you gotta hold a gun like that?
Yeah. guess
They didn't know back then.
Calvin?
They didn't
It's
know
the
any better.
50s. It's the 50s. There were only two things in people's hands at that time: guns and cigarettes.
Well, how about the lab boys?
Actually, no, three things: guns, cigarettes, and the box with the cigarettes, and a lighter.
Greater love hath no man than to lay down his life for another. It is always
Is she watching it?
Wait,
Oh, she said she regrets
Are
killing
they
him.
having the funeral? Oh, are they having the funeral processions in the cemetery? She could just kill all of them.
Wait,
I
Is this a
just
slasher
yeah,
film?
like,
Are they having the
just like
funeral right
idea
there
of-
and then?
Now we lay him to rest.
Well, I like the idea of like she was just standing there with
There's
them
multiple.
as the funeral happened.
Where's Bella Lugosi, anyways?
They're multiplying.
People turning south from the freeway were startled when they saw 3 flying saucers high over Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh no, not NBC.
A woman, startled by the sight in the sky, telephones the police.
He's struggling to
That Cluedman is clearly drunk.
That's so far. That's been my favorite clip of the movie so far.
Oh, so you've seen this before?
No, I said so far that's been my favorite clip of the movie.
Oh, right. I'm an idiot.
Don't say that.
There comes a time in
Pre-watch?
Eastman's life when he
Cosmic
can't
pre-watch?
even see
Hindenburg.
with his own eyes.
Oh shit.
That was a bad joke.
Saucers seen over Hollywood.
Oh shit, the military is getting involved now.
We're pretty early into this movie for the army to be getting involved. Oh, they got the missiles.
They're not playing. Holy shit.
Convoy moved into the
Imagine
field.
firing those missiles while in the car. You got no ear protection. They're like right next to you.
Rockets
I mean,
were
it
quickly
is
set up.
America in the
Colonel
50s.
Tom
Shoot
Edwards
first,
in
ask
charge
questions
of
later.
saucer field
Yeah,
activities.
the greatest decision is also the most American one.
God
Shoot it
bless
until
our
shoot it.
USA.
This is the American propaganda we need, shooting down the aliens. Oh my god.
See, this is what,
What
gets,
is it?
this is what's gonna get more people to join the army.
Totally.
Okay, at this point, yeah, they suck at their aim. They have yet to hit one of them.
They suck at their pacing. How long has this been going for?
Yeah, what? They're just
They're
out of range.
reusing footage, dude.
He's like, are we doing anything? They got bored.
They're literally reusing the footage. How many times are we gonna see this guy
They were gone.
give up the? Oh, here we go.
Even to the piercing eye of radar and the speeding jet fighters.
Quite a sight, wasn't it, sir?
A sight I'd rather not be seeing.
That was their way. Okay, yeah.
Well, they must have a reason for the
yeah.
visits.
No, I keep forgetting. It's past America. That is the warm welcome that we give back in the day.
We haven't always fired.
Back in the day. You mean today?
Yeah, back in the day. Yesterday.
Back in the day to today.
Back in the day of this week.
I never heard about that, sir.
Well, it was covered up by the higher echelon. Take any fire, any earthquake, any major disaster, then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor.
When are they going?
They, sir, they're gender neutral aliens.
Like we keep off again, sir. What do they want? Where are they from? Where are they going?
They, sir? Who?
I would assume an
This is a
assault
training
right
maneuver,
back,
sir.
like
Oh, look
self-defense.
at that!
Oh,
Look at
shit.
that Saturn,
Cloud.
that silver Saturn keychain.
Yeah. I wonder what their next move will be.
What will their next
What the? What?
What will their
They're
next
humanoids.
Your space commander has returned from Earth. Send him in. You have your report?
We had to pull in here to Space Station 7 for regeneration. We're returning to the planet Earth immediately thereafter.
What progress has been made?
We contacted government officials. They refuse our existence.
What plan will you follow now?
Plan 9. It's been absolutely impossible to work
That's
with these...
escalated way too fucking quick.
What?
It explains the zombies, but I gotta be honest, it feels like we're watching another movie.
Yeah, it's like.
How do we go from sexy vampire
Yes.
babes to this Monty
So,
Python skit?
Zombies will
Yes,
definitely
Excellency.
How successful has
make
it been?
us
We have risen
make
to
them
so
believe
far.
in
We shall
UFOs.
be just as successful on board.
the living. They have no suspicion of the movement.
But it
We had to
must.
dispose of one policeman. However,
I mean, they could
none
have
of those
just
risen to the
bombed
scene.
them.
At least not by anyone who still
Why
remains alive.
resurrect the dead?
Bad, it must be handled
That sounds
this way.
like so convoluted reasoning just to be
Must.
fucking seen
Those who we take
and
from
known.
the grave will lead the way for our other operations.
And also save on the budget. They'd reuse all that
Continue on.
missile footage.
Report to me in 2 days.
I feared His Excellency wouldn't take our report this well.
Well, had he been dealing with our own people, his reaction would have been completely different. He understands the difficulties of the Earth race.
What do you think will be the next obstacle?
You
the Earth
call
people will
that
put in our way?
response from the Americans
As
thinking?
long as they can think, we'll have our problems. But those whom we're using cannot think. They are the dead.
Their
Up to
radiator
simulate
guns look
life
like
by our
oxygen
electro
tanks.
guns. You know, it's an interesting thing when you consider the Earth people who can think.
Okay, now
How is there
I
wind in
can't unsee
space?
It looks like a titty. I'm sorry, I
does look like
cannot
a titty.
unsee it.
Galactic titties.
Metallic titty in space.
Oh great! Now, yeah, I can't unsee it, and now it's making me look at the other saucers the
Oh
same
my
way.
God. Hey, explains why they like skinny, busty vampires.
They're flying too close to each other. Them again?
I can't tell if this like the front porch or like indoors. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I think it's indoors.
I think it's backyard.
You would think, but then like earlier that wind that blowed in and stuff
Right.
from fucking things from coming outside. Like I don't know.
I think it's backyard.
This is our home.
That's a
and
great
nothing's
question,
going to
Luna.
come from it. Besides,
And we have
most
any
men
flying
try and keep their wives
saucers.
from going home to mama.
That's not the point.
That's all the point there's going to be. Now toddle off and fly your
What
flight,
is she looking at?
But if you see any more flying saucers, will you tell
Probably
them to
looking
pick
at the
another house
cue
above?
cards.
I think she has PTSD from the saucers.
Don't worry about me.
Sauces.
Oh, you're the only thing I do.
The saucers
Don't
are
forget
up
about the
there,
flying saucers. They're up there.
and we are down here.
But there's something in that cemetery. And that's too close for comfort.
What is locking
The
doors gonna
saucers are
do?
up there, and the cemetery's out there. But I'll be locked up in there. Now, off to your wild blue yonders.
You promise you'll lock your doors immediately?
I guess we're supposed to
Promise.
care about the
Besides,
guy.
I'll
Is he
be in
gonna
bed before
what, like,
half an hour is gone.
go into the Pentagon and
You'll
discuss
hold
with
tight me.
the attorney generals about how to deal with these
I have to have
titty
something to keep
aliens?
me company while you're away. Sometimes in the night when it does get a little lonely.
I sorry, I can't
I
unsee
reach
it.
over and touch
I can't.
Then it doesn't seem so lonely anymore.
A crazy kid.
Oh.
I do love you, darling.
Thursday? How long is he gone for?
I don't even know what day this is. So is this the front porch or the back porch? Because inside is clearly not inside. We're clearly outside the house per his
Yeah.
piece of dialogue. And he's just waltzing to the car. So yeah, we're
I'm not leaving here until you lock safely.
Did he walk into like the black void? Are we in the shadow realm? Where is he?
If you're especially nice, I may even lock the side door.
And be
We're back
sure
on the
you keep the yard
plane.
lights on.
how many sets can we reuse?
Hey, buddy, eyes on the fucking road.
The road?
Tell me you've never ever flown a plane without telling me you've never ever flown a plane.
No, because I fly a saucer.
You're mighty silent this trip, Jeff.
Remote controlling apparently? Because that
Oh,
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Is the pilot the guy from the house and he drove over to fly this plane?
guess you're right, Danny.
Are we figuring out what's going on in this movie by watching and listening?
There's nothing wrong.
Even the
between you
clipboard
two.
looks like
Oh,
shit.
no, nothing like that. Just that I'm
Is that-
worried she being there alone and those strange things flying over
Doesn't
the
even look
house.
like a clipboard. It looks like like
days.
prison lunch plate.
Yeah.
Maybe they haven't figured out those crazy skybirds yet, but I give you 50 to 1 odds the police have cleared up that cemetery thing by now.
I hope so.
If you're really that worried, Jeff, why don't you radio in and find out? Max should be on duty at the field by now. He could call Paul and relay the message to you.
Hi, Edie.
Hi, Silence. I haven't heard a word from this end of the plane since we left the field.
I've just been giving himself and me a study in silence.
You boys aren't feuding.
No, Edie.
Is he trying to get some tail?
Hey, Edie, how about you and me balling it up
Probably.
in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque? Have
I
you
don't
read
see
that
it.
flight schedule, boy?
What about it?
She's
We
too
land
good
in
for
Albuquerque
him.
at 4 a.m. That's strictly a 9 o'clock town.
Well, I know a friend that'll help us.
Let's have the problem first. Huh, Danny?
Oh, he's worried about Paula.
I read about that cemetery business. I tried to get you kids not to buy too near one of those things. We get there soon enough as it is.
He thought it'd be quiet and peaceful there.
No doubt about that. It's quite all right, like a tomb. I'm sorry, Jeff. That was a bad joke. Say, I almost forgot what I came in here for. How's the coffee situation?
That's for me.
It sure wouldn't hurt anything, Edie.
Okay, be right back. And say, Jeff, make that call to me.
Fucking Dracula?
Not only she throw coffee
Literally,
on
are we
Albuquerque,
watching the
but
same
now
movie?
she's feeding herself.
Can't
How
tell.
about that Albuquerque ball?
I can't resist
Wait,
your
is he
charm,
is
Danny boy.
is this the dude that left the house with the flower?
Damn. I guess he got so pissed he turned into a vampire.
Little attention to the blast
Look
of
how happy he
thunder
looks.
and the flash of lightning.
Wait, is he going
But
back?
from the blast arose the moving figure of the dead
And the music
old
cut
man.
out.
When?
I don't know if you sound alright with that breathing.
Hello?
I mean, she was sleeping. Maybe she's got a snoring
Mac?
problem.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Mac. Sure,
Sleep
I'm all right.
apnea or whatever it's called.
I just fell asleep. Tell Jeff I'm all right. Okay, Mac. Thanks for calling.
What are we about to see? Dracula break and enter?
Alright, I already called bullshit. This doesn't feel like an American movie. Where's the instant pull out a shotgun out of the bed?
No, it's not. It's not from that part of America. It's not from that part of America.
I'm so confused. Wait,
Did
why
she,
did she?
she run
Wait.
to the? Is her house next to the cemetery?
Is there her house in the cemetery?
And it's still broad daylight out.
Why is he walking again this way?
I don't even know. This vivacious vixen. Look, she keeps the she keeps the pose while turning her head.
Like she's like, I know you're looking at my waist. The earth's breathing.
It's riveting. It's caving in.
Water.
A baptized man. Oh, it's the detective dude.
Oh shit.
And he just looks like his old self.
Nice callback.
vampires, aliens, and zombies now.
This music is way too fast-paced for the pacing of this scene.
That zombie looks like it's gonna extort you for money.
Who is that? You wanna know what I'm waiting for? Somebody in this movie with a beard.
Why is he all caked up like that?
Look at those pants.
Mrs. Trent! Mrs. Trent!
Well, cause think about it, you work them shovels, you get that tailbone in.
He's like, ah, shit.
I guess, but god damn.
Oh, suddenly the car doesn't work. While the enemy's closing in.
The slowest.
Neither tripod. He's like, ah, shit. I'd be too scared of getting bit by snakes of going over.
So just one zombie, that's it?
That's a great point. It's like, you guys have fucking spacecraft and you can only fucking turn one zombie.
At that point, it might have been fucking actually cheaper to just fucking bomb them.
What time of day is it?
Is that Bela Lugosi? I don't think it is.
I can't tell if it's night or day at this point.
It's supposed to be, well, like back in those...
This movie feels so devoid of plot, I'm actually thinking it's a slasher film. How did those two link up? We didn't see that. Oh yeah, the aliens. Remember the aliens in our Alien movie? Plan 9 from Outer Space, the movie about aliens.
Even though we only seen space for about 2 seconds.
What?
How the fuck did they get? Wait, well, hold on, I'm confused. How the fuck did they get? Wait, Electro what?
Electrolytes.
What is this movie?
Turn off the electrodes quickly. They can't tell us from anyone else.
Wait, so they're not in the saucer.
I don't know, he was working here, you see, man.
Wait, so they were in the when did it land? Did I miss something?
Mm-mm.
It's tough to find.
Didn't they launch like multiple saucers?
I don't think the lieutenant does either.
Then what are we doing out here? I was off duty an hour ago.
Oh, don't ask me any questions. I'm just a hard hand just like you.
What do you suppose that noise was?
Whatever it was, it's no more strange than the other things happening around this cemetery.
Spirits like old Farmer Coleman talked
yeah.
about. Well, maybe. The only spirits he saw tonight were those I smelled on his breath.
Well, don't forget, Miss Trent claims to have seen them, too. She didn't have anything on her breath.
She was hysterical.
True, she was frightened and in a state of shock. But
Don't forget that torn nightgown.
I'm surprised they found him this quickly in this.
Yeah,
I'd like to think this
Right.
spacious out
Okay.
in the
Why you're a
open
detective
cemetery.
lieutenant and I'm still a uniformed cop. Sometimes it's only the brakes, Larry. Meantime, let's get...
Lieutenant, did you hear that?
How could we help it?
It sure was strange.
Know what it was?
No more than you do.
If it weren't for orders, I'd get out of here right now.
It was a saucer.
A flying saucer?
Makes you say that. You remember the noise we heard the other night? We were knocked to the ground. How could I forget? Exactly. But you're not remembering that sound.
Ew.
There you're wrong, Lieutenant. I'm with the
It's
fact
been
the
busted
sound is
into.
similar, but what about the blinding light? Oh, haven't you heard? Been many times a saucer
Busted
hasn't had a
into
glow.
the grave, like
Or a
grave
light of any
robbing,
kind, for that
or
That proves it. What
Great
next, Lieutenant?
fucking.
Oh, Lieutenant, maybe this doesn't
Broken
mean
into,
much,
okay.
but Jamie Mee found a grave that looks like it's been busted into.
What? Where?
Why, what?
Come on, man, out with it. We haven't got all day to waste.
Oh, just over there beyond the crib.
All right, show us a way.
Look, here it is, Lieutenant.
It's been broken into, all right. Strange. If someone had broken in, the dirt should be piled up here somewhere. It looks like it's fallen into the grave.
Larry, you'll be out of
Oh my
uniform
god,
before you know
these
it.
guys are so
Have the right to
fucking
look down
stupid.
there,
By going down and finding out.
Oh.
These guys are so fucking stupid.
We shouldn't investigate any further without the permission of next of kin.
Let's go get it.
How? I see what you mean. The gravestone's down there.
These three stooges.
Well, let's go down and find out who's
actually.
How? By going down and finding out.
Are you sure you mean that, Lieutenant?
Is-
If I
how do you
didn't
know?
mean
Did you
I
open
wouldn't
it?
have said it. Scared?
Well, why do I always get hooked up with these spook details? Monsters, graves, bodies. Oh, all right.
These guys are idiots.
Ladies and gentlemen, your taxpayers' money at work.
There's no way a match is that bright.
They don't make them like they used to, okay?
How about a match?
We sure could try it. Let me have them.
Oh my god, we're actually going to the Pentagon.
Inspector Clay's grave. But he ain't in it.
You don't salute indoors, FYI.
But meanwhile, at the Pentagon in Washington, D.C.
Right, G2. Come in? Yes, of course. I'll keep in touch.
What's that
Come in,
poster
Colonel
he's
Edwards.
got?
Close the door. At ease, Colonel.
Dude, he's a 3-star general and he has like really few badges. Isn't that crazy?
I understand, Colonel.
It was all they could afford.
Many of our
I'm in charge of field operations, sir.
You believe
Either
there are
that or
such
he's sitting
things
on his
as
ass a
flying
lot.
saucers, Colonel?
That could be it. And that one is like all like crooked and shit like that.
You realize there's a government directive stating that there is no such thing as a flying saucer?
Yes, sir.
You stand by your statement that you've seen flying saucers?
Well,
Whoa.
I like you a lot.
yes, sir.
They start furiously making out on the desk.
He just like tosses everything away from the desk.
Just
How could I hope to hold down my command if I didn't believe in what I saw and shot at?
I like you, Colonel.
Oh, how about I show you some context?
There are flying saucers. There's no doubt they are in our skies. They've been there for some time.
What are we going to do about them?
Who knows?
Then they really are there.
I thought you were convinced of that.
I am.
We've
What?
had contact.
That'd be convenient if we had something like that today.
That's
We do it
almost
called
like
Google Translate.
We received
You think Google Translate is that good?
For a while it came in.
in the right context.
Well, since they first tried contact with
Oh,
us by
record player.
radio,
I
we developed
guess.
a language computer.
Oh,
No,
never
it's a
mind.
tape reel.
Breaks down any language to our own. General, what's this all got to do with me? Well, you've been
Aliens,
in charge of
these
saucer
these
dealing activity for a long
extraterrestrial
while.
beings,
about time
and they
you
use
raise these
human technology
You might.
Look how
to
smug he
transmit
looks.
voice.
I'm anxious.
Look at that smug face.
Look at all the space
Cosmic, I
posts.
didn't know your species was just a race of thieves stealing our
is
technology to communicate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, look at all the space photos. Like, this guy cares about space, and he's the space guy of the Pentagon.
Or as you on Earth call it, the language computer.
The set design when
Were
making
the,
this movie is like,
were
alright,
the
what do we
aliens
need?
recording this audio in a cave?
We have been far beyond your planet. It has taken you centuries to even grasp
Actually inside a well.
of your years ago.
Right.
Do you still believe it impossible we exist? You didn't actually think you were the only inhabited planet in the universe. How can any race be so stupid? Permit me to set your mind at ease. We do not want to conquer your planet, only save it. We could have destroyed it long ago if that had been our aim. Our principal purpose is
Then why resurrect zombies? That seems like the most convoluted way to destroy your enemy.
I don't know.
That is because of your big guns, which have destroyed some of our representatives.
Oh wait, correction. Not zombies, zombie, because it was only fucking one.
we got one zombie, one vampire, and one goth chick.
And one goth
And the goth chick's doing most of the work. The vampire lures him. The vampire lures him in.
The zombie hasn't done anything yet.
And I imagine they must have got actors easy because, like I said before, what else were you gonna do in the 50s?
Smoke.
Yeah. Smoke it. And when you're not smoking, you're beating your wife.
Yeah.
How many of these recordings do you have, General?
Good old-fashioned
Good
American
old-fashioned
traditions.
American traditions.
You ever been to Hollywood? Oh, a couple of times, a few years ago. You're going to be there in the morning.
Didn't he just tell you?
In the town of
They literally, yeah.
Like, I thought that dead ass was a Tommy.
I thought it was a laptop.
There have even been stated claims of saucer landings.
Can they both kiss before they leave, please?
Place you while you're out there. You're the best.
Nah, sorry, it's not in the budget.
Contact them. Find them, Colonel. See what in hell
I
it
love
is.
you,
Aww.
All right, sir.
I'll keep in touch, sir.
I'll keep in touch, sir.
These are confidential.
Maybe that's why he doesn't have that many fucking medals.
The booby station.
He's
Meanwhile,
sleeping
in booby station,
Further orders for disposition. Yes, sir.
all of you out.
Colonel
Oh, never
Edwards?
mind.
Yes, sir. Good luck. Thank you, sir.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, I wasn't really fucking doing well at hiding.
Yeah.
We are ready to report
Wait,
emergency.
here's my question.
It was unavoidable.
At the most, they've only gotten like 2 citizens and a couple of the police force. So why the hell are the Pentagon getting involved?
Suspicion has fallen upon our move.
Also, for such an
Hey.
advanced like species, like they love curtains.
Time gained, Euros.
Yeah, we're using advanced rather loosely here.
Three of the dead ones.
Permit me to see one.
Bring in the big one. Use your small.
He looks like
electron gun.
Monk.
Right?
I have taken 2 ships from your command.
But that will leave only my ship.
It is necessary that you continue your mission alone. I have need of your other ships elsewhere.
Oh, he wants them alive.
Even
They keep.
though you have risen 3 of the Earth's dead, the plan is far from successful,
And you, Eros, must prove it an operational success before more time, energy, ships...
Did he get that
and your
shirt at the
country.
Renaissance Fair?
We will not fail. Everything is on our side.
Not everything. You do not have the live Earth people. You reported that your ship was viewed at the scene of your present operations.
That is correct.
They have been viewed
And the
many
dude has a
times,
gun
not at the scene
on
of
his waist
operations.
he could have used
Something
at
must
any
be done
point.
about that.
Look at that eye roll, like he's done this before. Like, oh, you amateurs. Oh, now he decides to use it. You hired idiots. Actual idiots.
If you hire clowns, expects a circus.
I mean, they probably needed to save on the budget, okay?
Yes.
One is a woman, the other an old man.
Bring the giant here that I may get a better look at him.
Oh, Cosmic's going through mitosis.
Oh no.
I finished mitosis.
Yes, he's a fine specimen. Are they all as powerful? on
Then
the
why
planet
isn't
Earth?
there another one of you?
This one is an exception, Excellency.
What are the other two
It
like?
failed.
One is a woman, the other an old man.
An old man, you say?
Yes, Excellency.
The old one must be sacrificed. Reland on Earth. This gives me a plan. Put the big one away.
Pick up your electrode gun. Make sure it's in working order before pointing it at him.
Whatever made it jam seems to have been cleared by the fall.
Take him back to the ship.
This is so...
The old one must be
I feel like this into way too long, right?
Send the old one.
A bit. Just,
and like
just a tad.
nothing.
Then cut the electrokinetic and turn on your ship's decomposure ray.
He looks
The
too much
result
like
will
Monk. Is he his
astound
father?
those watching. Astound them enough to delay their intention.
Maybe.
Until you have gained your other recruits from the cemetery.
Yes, Excellency. It'll be done.
Report to me when this has been accomplished. Eros, the Earth people are getting closer to that which
Or
we
you
fear.
could just fucking, I don't know,
They
bomb
will
them.
not listen or respect our existence.
It's an option.
They can't
Nope.
help but believe
We gotta
our
turn
powers
one
when they
zombie
see
at a
their own
time.
dead
This
walking
this
around
angle
games
again.
brought about by our advancement in such things. As soon as you have enough of the dead recruits, march them on the capitals of the Earth. Let nothing stand in your way.
Car jump
Your
scare.
own dead will be used to make them accept our existence and believe in that fact.
Oh my god, this is like the third time this movie. The cops come in, the zombies get them. Oh no, we're at the house. Oh. Oh, you mean that flying saucer? Oh my goodness, imagine if we do the sweep again and all that liquid falls.
Mr. Miss Strand.
And everyone gets
This is
soaked.
Colonel Edwards from Washington, D.C.
Good evening, Colonel.
Hello, Colonel. Colonel would like to ask you a few questions. Questions? What about, Colonel? May
A little
I,
bit warm.
Sit down?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please do.
It was a little warm, but I couldn't tell if that was just the atmosphere in the air or the water in my pants.
I mean, it smelled a little bit of methane, but I don't think that's correlated or anything.
I couldn't tell if that smell was methane or urine.
Description, I don't think I'd want to see it either. One thing more.
And also, I think the
Cold blast.
that wind made it to where it wet my pants.
Hot, wasn't cold. Just a
That's literally the joke I've been setting up.
The light blinded me so badly, I couldn't see a thing. we could only feel the pressure
Huh.
of the wind until it was gone. When the glare left us, we could see a glowing ball disappearing off in the distance.
Which way?
Toward the cemetery.
Damn it.
Sounds like a dyslexic ostrich. So
The most fantastic
put out
story
a, turn
I've
on your
ever heard.
flashlight.
And every word of it's true, too. That's the fantastic part of it.
Colonel?
Idiot.
We found a lot of suspicious things out in that cemetery. But then again, didn't find anything to base a fact of suspicion on. Hey.
Why?
Yeah, right, I was thinking the same thing. They're looking at my breast.
Yeah, like she's got any kind of chest going on.
Right.
Too dark, Lieutenant. But something started stinking awful bad.
There's something out
I guess that's the most realistic part about it, where these cops would just shoot first, ask questions later.
But they're not shooting.
Okay, maybe a little less realistic.
You're leading them right to y'all.
Why is
Now you fire.
Now you
I'm surprised the guys are not backing away from the gunfire. Oh, did it work? Man's decomposed.
What the fuck?
Hold on, wait. I just realized something. Weren't they supposed to send that to like the capitals? Like that specific old man to send a fucking sign? When did this house become the capital?
I stopped paying attention to the plot.
Dude,
He'll be all right in a few minutes.
What was it? It didn't fall. I fired every bullet I had.
So did I. I don't know what it was or what happened. But unless that bag of bones over there...
What do you make of that?
You got me. Didn't look that way a minute ago.
Dude probably still had a whole full
Excitement
mag
all about Kelton.
left in the gun.
dude,
With
I
how
quit,
late he was firing.
I quit the force right there, and then I'd be like,
He'll be all right in a few minutes.
Did you see that thing? Did you get it?
We got it.
What was it? It didn't fall. I fired every bullet I had.
So did I. I don't know what it was or what happened. But unless that bag of bones over there can reassemble itself, it's out and running.
No, that's common sense! That's not even like a women thing. That's like, I'm not staying alone and vulnerable in this car.
yeah, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it ain't that
Oh,
kind
there
of
she
movie.
is.
Like, give me the keys. If something happens, I'll drive off.
Not a long lease, I hope.
I see what you mean. But you know,
Oh
we
my,
can't help but feel the
really?
answers out here somewhere.
Is the,
Really?
safe?
Mrs. Trent, you better stay with the car.
Stay here alone? Not on your
She's
life.
dead.
Modern women.
Yeah, they've been that way all down through the ages, especially in a spot.
Of course,
like
he
this.
was in the Marine Corps.
Yes, sir. Stay with Mrs.
He's just the state arms dealer.
I'd feel safer with you.
Now, the lieutenant knows best.
This
I don't
motherfucker
like
taking
it.
Suppose I'm gonna
There's
fucking
much
do.
I can do about it.
Dude, he's
taking
my
a
favorite
smoke break.
character, dude.
He does the bare minimum.
You know how to use one?
He's getting a paycheck at the end of the week. He don't care.
4 years in the Marine Corps. Here.
You think we'll need these?
And once again, poor handling of the firearms, just waving it around like a.
Dude, like walking aimlessly.
Would expect to find out here.
Well, there's only one answer to that, Mr. Trent.
How the fuck do you know that just by looking?
Inspector Clay's grave's right over here.
Also, weren't they saying like we break into it? That was their words verbatim, right?
Of those weirdies.
This it? Yeah. Looks to me like someone had broken out instead of in.
I figured that, but that's impossible.
I wonder.
Look, Colonel, some things just can't happen.
Yeah, well, after that apparition that was draped across Mr. Trent's patio, I would say we should keep our minds open to anything.
Look, Colonel, I'm a policeman. I've got to deal in facts.
The
So
what?
what was with the girl? What was with the goth woman? What's she gonna do?
I'll bet my badge
Because
right
that's
now.
basically been your home runner, this whole movie.
They're
Like, you need
saving
something.
it for a rainy day.
They'll discover our ship soon.
You're going to let them
Hello.
It's the only way. These are the same men who have been so close.
Hello, I'm Olaf, and I
They
like
must be
warm
home before
hugs.
they can inform others about us.
But there were others in the car.
They'll be taken too.
Yeah, warm hugs around the neck.
Send the big one for the girl in the police.
Oh
The
shit!
rapture.
Oh shit! They're having a rave at the cemetery.
Wait, is this cemetery has like palm trees?
In California, everything is possible.
She's sleeping there.
You know, maybe we're barking up the wrong tree. One thing a policeman learns, Mr. Trent, is patience.
Where's that burn spot you mentioned?
Right over there. Look.
One hit.
Pussy.
One
Literally
hit.
fucking just.
Get out of the car, woman!
We'll investigate. But move.
And this, okay, so the zombie knows how to open. Did she faint?
Yeah.
She fainted. So the zombie knows how to open a car door, apparently. That's a ship. Dingy ass ladders.
A moment or two more, and you will be the first live Earth people ever to enter a celestial ship.
Wow. Boy, how can anything that big hide for so long a time?
So what's their end goal with bringing the humans in?
Don't sound like that before.
To
I don't
welcome them
fucking
to
know.
space
Only
or
my
some shit like
reflection.
that,
Must be
maybe?
some kind of one-way glass. I wonder how you get into this thing. I'm not sure
Ah!
I can find out.
I promise you, if the pacing were any better this movie, this would be like a 30-minute short film.
Right?
You can open the
Yeah,
overhatch.
Green Man. Hey, question for the room. Is there any green in this movie?
Mm-mm.
I couldn't tell.
I don't see any.
Maybe we squint hard enough.
That's what we're here for.
She kind of looks like Lucille Ball, too.
Speed around, we might just get in there.
She looks like Bela Lugosi.
That's a chance we take.
Well, I took a chance on those earlier airplanes. Might just as well see what the inside of one of these looks like. Got your guns ready?
Was Bela Lugosi the vampire?
Pops out of me. I'm shooting
I-
first and asking.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I'll look that up later. Shoot on sight.
They're in the outer chamber
The
now.
one time that.
Eros, do we have to kill them?
Yes.
Dude in the middle looks like he should be in Florida.
Seems that you're
Big ass suit.
Well, wouldn't it be better to kill a few now than, with their meddling, permit them to destroy the entire universe?
You were always right, Arrows.
Of course. But those are not my words. Those are the words of the ruler.
You two stay right where you're at.
So you're contradicting yourself.
We will do as you command. For the moment.
No for the moment about it. You just do as I tell you.
You do not need guns.
Maybe we think we do.
I'll give you a knuckle sandwich, you see.
Yeah, but
Mighty
as
useful before on flesh and blood. And you two look like you've got a lot of both.
True.
I love how they're only concerned about the girl and not the cop.
If you were to have the opportunity to use them,
Mister, if you don't get away from that control board, I'll show you just how effective they can be.
I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, dude, that costs like $3,000.
your friends will be here shortly.
What friend?
Those you left at the vehicle.
If you've done anything to Paula...
Take it easy, Mr. Trent. Oh, I assure you no harm has come to her. Would you like to see?
Next time you try that, I won't aim at the board.
You're a headstrong young man. I was only going to turn on the televisor so you could see her movements. We did not come here as enemies. We came only with friendly intentions.
Go ahead, my friend. But move very carefully.
All right. Your aid for the whole universe. But your governments of Earth refused even to accept our existence. Even though you've seen us, heard our messages, you still refuse to accept. She's only fainted. Why is it so important to
You fiend.
I? A fiend?
And by Earth, we really mean
I
America.
am a soldier of our planet.
You just hold on, Buster.
Hey.
You hold on. A fiend
Buster.
We did not come here as enemies. We came only with friendly intentions. To talk. To ask your aid.
Our aid?
Yes. Your aid for the whole universe. But your governments of Earth refused even to accept our existence. Even though you've seen us, heard our messages, you still refuse to accept us.
Actually.
Why is it so important that you want to contact the governments of our Earth?
Because of death. Because all you of Earth are idiots.
Now, you just hold on, Buster.
No, you hold on. First was your firecracker, a harmless explosive. Then your hand grenade. They began to kill your own people a few at a time. Then the bomb. Then a larger bomb. Many people are killed at one time. Then your scientists stumbled upon the atom bomb. Split the atom. Then the hydrogen bomb, where you actually explode the air itself. Now you can brings the total destruction of the entire universe served by our sun. The only explosion left is the Resonite.
But there's no such thing.
Perhaps to you, but we've
Measure.
Your
Major.
scientists will stumble upon it as they have all the others. But the juvenile minds which you possess,
Why does he look like a
comprehend its
caveman?
strength until it's too late.
You're way above our heads.
Eh,
Resonite is a way
Who you calling stupid, you son of a
Damn.
bitch?
Even now, your scientists
I was surprised you didn't just shoot him.
the sun's rays.
Oh, he bleeding.
The rays of sunlight are minute particles. Is it so far from your imagination they cannot do as I have suggested?
Why, a particle of sunlight can't even be seen or measured.
Can you see or measure an atom? Yet you can explode one. A ray of sunlight is made up of many atoms.
So what if we do develop this Resonite bomb? We'd be even a stronger nation than now.
Stronger. You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid! Stupid!
That's all I'm taking from you.
Get back here, you fool!
Let him finish.
When you have the Resonite, you have nothing. It's because of men like you that all must be destroyed. Headstrong, violent, no use of the mind God gave you.
You talk of God?
How long has this scene been going on for?
Dude,
Way too long. Way too long.
explaining
Oh,
something that does.
Hey, don't y'all got a girl to save?
You see,
Also, what happened to
I wear the
Elvira?
uniform of my country. Yes.
Great question. What
we've
happened to
had
the
to use
vampire?
drastic means to get to you, but you left us no alternative.
The vampire
What
turned
happened
into
to
a
that?
skeleton.
What happened to that girl, like the wife of the vampire? Whatever happened with her?
Does the universe?
She's just been walking around.
But just what is it? Take a can of your gasoline. Say, this can of gasoline is the sun. Now, you spread a thin line of it to a ball, representing the earth. Now, the gasoline represents the sunlight, the sun particles. Here we saturate the ball with the gasoline, the sunlight. Then we put a flame to the ball. The flame will speedily travel around the earth, back along the line of gasoline to the can, or the sun itself.
Wait, so they were asking for their help, but now I'm so confused. What was the main reason why they showed up then?
Explode the sunlight here, gentlemen. You explode the universe.
I don't know.
Explode the sunlight here, and a chain reaction will occur direct to the sun itself. And to all the planets that sunlight touches. To every planet in the universe. This is why you must be stopped.
Women don't even fight men's battles. They cook in the kitchen at this time.
Fuck.
I don't even.
Or as it seems.
What is happening? Oh my god, he's gonna run over us. Never mind.
Is that the same cop? There's no way.
At least he put him on the steering wheel to like sleep. The zombie was.
The license plate's blacked out.
Done this. How then is it mad that one planet must destroy another who threatens the very existence?
Enough! In my land, women are for
There she
advancing
is.
the race, not
Elvira.
for battle.
Hey.
Life is not so expansive on my planet. We don't cling to it like you do. Our entire aim is for the development of our planet.
Next, you'll tell me you saw skeleton. Earlier. Now I know you're off your rocker. All of us saw it. The lieutenant, the colonel, everybody.
What happened to you?
How come you're all alone?
So that is the
I
same
asked for lots
cop.
of help.
You sounded drunk or something
Yeah.
on the radio.
I didn't see it with my own eyes. I'd never believe it.
Believe what?
It was
Come on.
And he almost broke my shoulder.
Dude, how long has he been
Look, what are you trying
walking?
to say?
Jesus.
If you don't make
He's
sense,
had that
you'll never
same
get to the bottom of
face.
this. Now who slugged you?
Inspector Clay.
What?
It was Clay, all right. Only not like we remembered him. Well, his leg was busted into, wasn't it?
I love that like these two bozos like only try for like 5 minutes and they just like go back to their plan. They're like, ah, it didn't work. It's like, dude, give it a shot. Damn.
Lieutenant, the colonel, everybody.
Where's the lieutenant now?
We've got to find him. Mrs. Trenner's gone. I was left here to guard her. But Clay showed up and put me out of the running. And the second time tonight, and I'm getting darn tired of it.
Which way were they going?
Off that way.
Come on.
Hey, look, it's the girl y'all have been ignoring. Here comes Big Suit.
Then one day it could all be gone. One big puff of smoke and ball of fire. All that out there.
He didn't kill the cop. He's still alive.
All just an empty void.
You two had better come along with us.
Come with you? Where?
The police station.
Holy cow, you moved too.
So it seems
They
you think you
move
have
way
the
too
upper hand.
fast.
Right.
Look out that window.
Jeff.
From all I've seen tonight, guns won't do anything. Clay is dead, and we buried him.
She is unarmed. But he would kill in seconds if I so choose.
You look so happy in that angle.
Look, I got woman.
I do good.
Holy cow.
How the fuck did he find that stick there? There's no trees nearby.
There's branches all over, but you make a good point. How do you find a stick that thick?
It's clay, all right. There's no mistaking that.
And he's got Mrs. Trent.
Get your gun ready.
From all I've seen tonight, guns won't do anything.
Yeah, he looks so happy.
Yeah, you whack him.
We buried him. How are we going to kill somebody that's already dead?
Wait, that actually
And
worked?
yet there he stands.
How'd that
other
even
one
work?
earlier, I emptied a full
Oh,
clip
she's
into
got
him.
2 polygons.
That's the only reason I'm listening to you.
Oh yes, light
I've got an
taps,
idea.
light taps,
Cut him
light
or not,
taps.
We've got to try something. I'm going to sneak up behind him and whop him over the head. That ought to make a move. Follow me. Even when Clay was alive, he couldn't run fast enough to catch me.
Oh
So when
my
he does,
God.
you grab Mrs. Trent and run.
Can
like
these
a lightning
alien
in the
can these
opposite direction.
aliens just eviscerate these dudes right
Anything
now?
else to try?
Come on.
Oh, here we go.
God damn.
Oh, I'll be all right.
Oh, they're going at it.
The humans
Bam.
kind of look like assholes in this movie.
Your men have felled the big one.
Which
nah,
ones?
that's just Americans.
This could only
Which
be
you?
because the electrode ray is off. He'll walk again when I turn it on.
Hold it. Right there. Suppose the lieutenant and the others are
In a minute.
Supposing there are Martians or something in there.
Oh, the whole console.
Why did it burst into flames?
Drama. Action.
Come on, let's go.
This is what Hollywood's all about.
Open up in there.
Oh, and then the cops are gonna come blasting.
Get that door open. Colonel, I wouldn't know one switch from another.
Where'd the cops go?
Hold on to him, Eris. I'll have
What
to
about
shoot
the?
him in air in a
Yeah, what
minute.
about her?
It's not that big of a fire, though.
No.
He's just a little.
Quick too.
Get out of here, Jeff. The ship's on
Wait, what
fire.
the fuck? Why did it escalate so fast?
So the vampires. Oh, the woman. That's right. Eureka.
I wouldn't fucking count on it, bud. I would say they're probably just as advanced as you.
Oh,
What
there
the
they go.
Fuck?
Oh, I wonder if that's the last we'll see of them.
Perhaps. But sooner or later, there'll be...
So then, what about Elvira then?
What happened to her?
She's
I
just
guess
wandering
she
the
was-
cemetery for all time.
That thing yet?
That's
There's so
right.
many fucking plot
Another
holes.
ghoul running loose. And it's my guess that she'll look like him. With the ship and the ray gun gone, they have no control. We gotta hand it to them, though. They're far ahead of us.
This is so bad. I'm kind of curious if there's a sequel.
I hope not. I really hope.
For the sake of humanity, I hope not.
I hope not either.
My friend,
I'm just curious
You have seen this
if
incident
if
based
it's one
on
of those
sworn
bad
testimony.
movies that decide to
Can
fucking
you
make a
prove that it
sequel
didn't
just for the hell of it.
Perhaps
God,
you
that
will
was
go
Hollywood.
Someone will pass you in the dark, and you will never know it.
So that
For they will
vampire
be from outer
was
space.
Bigosi.
Many
Or
How long was
The
that?
Bigosi.
world is watching us this
Cosmic, how long was that?
It was like an hour and a
Griswold.
half, right?
Horseless carriage.
No,
Thank you
Bela
for
Lugosi
taking
was
that
cool,
hour and a
man.
half of my life away.
Vampira, vampire. Who is Vampira?
Radio and even television.
Vampira
And
was
now some of
that
us laugh at outer space.
Elvira girl.
Yeah, thanks Cosmic for freaking taking an hour and 30 minutes out of my life.
I give that movie a mild 3 out of 10.
Dude, fucking that was rough, right? So what did we learn? What did we learn?
We learned that Hollywood was just as bad as it is today when it comes to making movies.
Also,
I agree.
Still very sexist.
Yeah.
Even the
Yeah.
aliens, it was like, all right,
Dude,
shut up, woman.
You saw, you saw the way that guy just chucked the woman to the other side of the room?
I thought he was gonna be more progressive, but no, he's still fucking.
It looks like we're not so different after all.
That was crazy.
That was a slog.
What was that?
I'm left with more questions than answers.
Please,
Yeah.
please, just forget about those questions at that point.
Right?
What was your favorite part, Luna?
The end.
The end. For fucking enough. Jesus.
My favorite part was the general and the lieutenant just the sexual tension in that room.
Dude, this shit.
Oh god, that was so bad. That was so fucking bad.
That was pretty terrible.
But all right. That was a good stream, y'all.
Exercise in what not to do when like what happened? Did they start writing it as like a vampire? Did they start writing it as like a zombie movie and then they turn it into like an alien movie? Or
I couldn't tell
like,
what genre. Like, what was this trying to be?
what
don't
was
know.
this trying to be?
I don't know.
It's a movie of many identities, and they're all fighting each other for
victory, and I don't know.
I feel like this movie was like written by like multiple writers, and the director was like, "Well, we have all these ideas, and we don't want to scrap them. Just throw it. Just throw all of it.
Throw
in
it. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Roll the tape.
We got Bela Lugosi. It's gonna sell.
But yeah,
We got Vampira.
It's gonna sell. Fuck it. But all right, y'all. This is the stream for today. We're gonna try to make this maybe like bi-weekly or
This
weekly,
should be like
depending.
I think this should be a monthly thing.
Monthly.
Oh,
Should we
yeah.
do like
Yeah, with
one
the-
good
how much
movie,
fucking
one
trauma
bad
I had to
movie?
deal with this?
Hold on, Caron speaking or Luna speaking or whatever your
What's
name
up?
is.
What's up?
I'm of many, but after
Many-
like the fucking trauma you fucking dealt with me with this monthly.
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 All right.
I can only handle so much trauma in one fucking month.
All right. All right. Monthly it is. All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye. That was so bad.